And your name again?
Willi Eisenbach, or Wilhelm Eisenbach.
Wilhelm, okay. And where do you live? In Berlin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you manage properties there, furnished properties.
Right, furnished apartments for people who are looking for a short time.
Yeah.
Let's say for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and they go for a job to Berlin. And it's very clear that they just stay there for half a year or 1 year.
I see.
And instead of a hotel.
Right, so there's mostly international.
Yeah, 50% are not from Germany.
Yeah.
You call me, not him.
Right on. And so it's and when now how do they find you?
Yeah, nowadays via the internet.
The internet.
Of course.
Okay. You had your own website.
Our own website.
Yeah.
It's city.
What's the website?
City-wohnen.
Okay.
.de.
Okay. DE is the domain name for Germany. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
all the properties are listed there, so it's around between 200 and 300 properties.
Okay.
And of course you can search during.
So you participate in a listing service with you and other companies that have furnished apartments.
No, that's very often private persons.
I see.
That they offer their flat or apartment.
And now, are you exclusive to them? When the private person comes to you, it's exclusive.
The most of them, 80%.
Okay. And you have an exclusive contract with them. If you find the tenant, you get compensated.
Right, but in Germany it's still like that people who are going to rent the apartment pay us.
Right.
Now it becomes changing.
Right.
So in the middle of the next year, the owner have to pay us. But
really?
Yeah. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, but nowadays.
So the tenant has to pay the owner?
No, the tenant has to pay us.
Oh, okay. That's how they do it in the U.S.
Oh, it's the same there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have to have a special license.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
In order to do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you get a tenant applicant, what is your process? What do you look at when you do the background check?
First of all, we ask what the tenant is looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have seen all the properties, of course.
Right.
And all the pictures already in the internet.
Right.
So
now, do you do video on your properties too, or no?
No, because nobody's interested in that.
Really?
Because it's very, very. I have the idea that just to. It's a business with fast decisions. You know? I know I have to be there for 3 months, for example, and I am looking for apartment from the 1st of October.
Oh, I see.
Yeah? So.
Because we videotape all of our properties, and we have a link to it so they can see the property. So anyway.
Nobody takes time for it. They just would like to see some pictures. Tick, 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 tick.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and so.
And so, how do you do a background check on the tenant? How do you do the background on the tenant? Like, what do you look for?
We have an organization in Germany. It's called Schufa, and there they just check if he always paid his rent, for example,
I see.
or if there are any critical things.
So you just pay them a flat fee to do a background.
Right.
And they have a kind of a credit check? Is it something similar?
That's a part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of it.
Okay. And so you do a background, or you hire them to do a check, and then once they bless them, then you put them in. Is that how that works?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And then these tenants pay monthly, correct?
The rent, yes.
Yeah.
But our commission, they pay it once.
Oh, your commission's paid up front.
If the tenant say I stay there for 3 months, then we have a special rate for 3 months, for example. And then it's maybe 60% from one rent.
Right.
And in case he's going to stay longer there,
right,
then we take a commission up to 8 months.
I see.
And then it's finished. So the maximum we rate.
And do you get your commission up front?
Yes.
See, in America we get our commission every month. So we get a piece every month. And make sure the tenant pays on time.
Yeah.
So what happens when the tenant doesn't pay?
then we have a problem.
So what happens? What's the process?
Yeah, usually the contracts are limited.
Right.
Let's say for 3 months or 6 months.
Okay.
And they have to pay a caution in advance. So let's say 2 months rents, 2 monthly rents.
I see.
So you move in, you have to pay the first rent. And let's say a caution with 2
a security deposit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so if that tenant has 3 months rent, so you can be sure that you have enough money to pay the rest. So we don't have that much problems with it.
Oh, I see.
We do that now for more than 20 years, and let's say there was 4 or 5 cases where we had really problems with it.
Yeah.
But of course, if somebody doesn't pay and he has a contract, so then
is it difficult to evict them if they? It is difficult.
Yes.
How long does it take to evict a tenant?
Could be up to 1 or 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
See, I need to tell my investors in Las Vegas that it could be worse. It could take 1 or 2 years. Unfortunately, Vegas is very transitory, so we do evictions all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's unique to our location. Yeah. Because everyone in Las Vegas has bad credit and bad history. So in order to be competitive, the requirements to get in are looser. But it's easier to evict. So
how long will it take?
20, 30 days.
Oh, that's very fast.
Yeah, yeah. The judges there don't mess around.
So you have a lot of rights as tenant in Germany. Right.
That's true in many countries. Here in Turkey, in California, New York, different parts of the U.S. Yeah. So how long have you been doing this?
More than 20 years.
Wow.
Almost 22 years.
Wow. Obviously you like it.
Sorry?
Obviously you like it.
Yeah. Sometimes you have bad times, sometimes you have good times.
I see.
And now we have very unsure times because a lot of things in Germany change.
Like what?
For example, that the owner has to pay us next year. And we don't know what happened next year with us.
I see.
Yeah, so it's a very critical time now. For a lot of real estate managers.
Right. Well, you just go back to buying and selling, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's another business.
That's another business. That's right.
So we are very specialized in that.
Yeah.
And we are pretty good in that.
Right.
And to sell, it's very, very different.
Right. Yeah. Well, our company does both.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do property management. My wife does buying and selling. Yeah. So we trade customers. Yeah. So because you get people, investors who want to buy or sell their real estate. So. Well, thank you so much for your interview. That was